How's it going, everybody? It's Tim G here, welcoming you to some Saturday afternoon PvE baseball. Sorry for the brief delay. Gotten home after eating some dinner out, not even like 5 minutes before stream time, so I had to do some setup before we begin. I'm joined with today by Cheeky. How we doing, Cheeky? Yeah, I know why. Hang on. It's because it's not connected to, well, it was loose in my aux. And it's also connected to Discord. I guess I need to fix that. So, because I forgot to swap it over. Alright, I'll fix that up real quick. Alright, let's do a mic check. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Is that better?
It sounds the same to me. I don't know if I'm coming
You
over on
can't
the
hear me?
stream the same way or not.
No?
Oh, yep. There you go.
Still can't hear me? Alright,
I hear you.
you can hear me? Am I better now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'd gotten my mic and my headphone jack mixed up.
Gotcha.
Because it's a split, but I can never remember which one is the mic and which one is the actual headphone jack.
Sounds much better now.
So, but yes, glad that we got that figured out. I'm putting on your nameplate right now. Give me just a moment for that. And then y'all can't see it for obvious reasons because I don't have webcam set up, but I am actually wearing my State College Swift Siege shirt that just came in last week from the shop. The
Got some state college merch, huh?
Yep. Maybe after the stream or when we're uploading the file, I'll show it off.
Hmm. Do they have merch for every team?
I don't know about every team, but a vast majority of them do have merch.
Okay, I'll have to see if there's any Dillo Dillo merch.
I think there is actually.
Yeah.
Let me just shrink that down. That's a sick nameplate, by the way.
Thank you. I think, let's see who made that for me. That was TG made that for me.
Nice. Okay, with that being taken care of, we can finally begin this stream. Looks like prediction is already up. Thank you for that phase. And I did want to point out, thank you KP for subbing for 14 months. We appreciate it. The subscriptions do go a long way towards helping the league out. I do just need to check just one thing real quick before we can officially go to the next game.
And then if you can just share on Discord your
Yeah.
screen.
Yep, I will.
Thank you.
share my screen on Discord right now. Alright, we can begin our first game of the stream, which is going to be Toronto at San Antonio. See if Toronto can pull off an upset. Hopefully they can, but we'll see.
See, Toronto's 15 and 32. San Antonio's 23 and 24.
Something like that, yeah.
Looks like Toronto won the last one in extras.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Make sure we're on the right day, the 21st. Let me check the game schedule, make sure that's correct. It is perfect. Alright, how do you want to do this? You want to do the first game, I do second game, or how do you want to do it?
Whatever works.
Okay. I'll let you handle the first game because I actually need to go take my migraine medicine. I didn't get to take it before going live, so.
Sounds good. Alright. Got Shadow leading it off for the Pathfinders here. Center fielder drive 324. The line drive into center to start the game off. And we got Bambino batting second. Goes down swinging. Dawson the third with a high fly ball to center. It's going to be out number 2 for Chad Inningseater. Goran Eames with the line drive to right, and that one is caught. No runs in the top of the first, just one hit. Going into the bottom first, Caden Tranto with the ground ball, first out. Don Marcus takes a walk. Wolfington Jr. with a deep drive. That one's out of here. Early lead for San Antonio, 2-0 on the Wolfington Jr. 2-run home run. That is his 10th of the season. And the cleanup hitter Dynasty comes up with a ground ball to shortstop. That'll be out number 2. And Littleton goes down on the strikeout for the third out of the inning, but not before San Antonio scores 2. Going into the top of the second, we have Austin Webb, the third baseman, leading it off with a shallow fly ball. Center fielder comes in and gets that one. McNeely with the ground ball to first for the second out. And Rodrigo Wallach pops out to the shortstop for a 1-2-3 top of the second. And we go to the bottom of the second with O'Sullivan Jr., the shortstop, leading it off for San Antonio. And he takes a walk. Dewart strikes out. Hell reaches first. And Brown with the ground ball to the second baseman, and that'll be out number 3 in the second inning. No runs there. We go to the top of the third with Sidney Hughes, the second baseman, leading it off with a hard line drive to center field. That'll be a single to lead it off. Number 9 hitter Windsor Jr., the shortstop, with the ground ball to the other shortstop. They get the lead runner at second, but he beats it out to first. And there's a line drive from Shadow into left field, and that's going to advance the runner to third, and that'll be a double for Shadow. Bambino goes down striking for out number. Goes down with the strikeout for out number 2. Dawson, the third, grounds to the pitcher for the third out, and Toronto is not able to capitalize on the second and third with one out. So innings eater gets out of a jam there. Winalito walks the first batter, Tranto, who now steals second with no throw. Oh, and there's a deep drive by Don Marcus. That one is out of here. It's now 4-0 San Antonio on the Don Marcus 2-run shot. It's the second 2-run shot Winalito's given up. Wolfington Jr. takes a walk. Ooh, Wolfington steals second. And Dynasty's at the plate with a ground ball to the pitcher. Winalito gets him out at first, but the runner advances to third. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. It's going to score a run. Littleton gets an RBI right there as Wolfington scores. And there's strike 3. That is Winalito's third strikeout, but he gave up just as many runs that inning, and it's now 5-0 San Antonio. Eames with the ground ball to second, and he beats it out. Third baseman Webb up to bat with a fly ball to left field for out number 1 in the top of the 4th. And there's a line drive from McNeely to the center fielder for out number 2. There's a pass ball. Wild pitch. And runner advances to second. And then Wallach, he grounds out to the pitcher to end the inning. Toronto can't seem to get anything going against Chad Inningseater. There's a line drive by Stewart down the third base line. That's going to be a double. Leadoff double for Stewart. Malcolm Kell with the shot up the middle to the pitcher, and it bounces off of him, and Kell reaches first, and the runner advances to third. We have first and third, no outs. That one's hit. Line drive over the center fielder head, and that'll score 1, and the runner holds at third. We have second and third with the double from Brown, and the leadoff hitter Tranto coming up to bat. Winalito has been replaced by Bakugo, who strikes out the first batter he's faced. And there's a wild pitch by Bakugo, and they score on the wild pitch. That is now 7-0 San Antonio. Don Marcus up to bat, who homered last inning. It's a high fly ball to shallow center. The second baseman goes back to grab that one for the second out. And Wolfington Jr. pops out to center field for out number 3. We have Wolf coming in to pitch, and Sidney Hughes up to bat with the ground ball to third for the first out. Windsor Jr. with the line drive up the middle, and that'll be a single. Ethan Shadow will take a walk. Bambino, with the shot past the shortstop, and that'll score a run for Toronto. They are on the board. It's now 7-1 San Antonio. Got runners on first and second, 1 out. Dawson the third flies out to center field. Runners will not advance. Got 2 outs now, and Eames goes down with the strikeout. And we'll have Dynasty leading it off for the Sloths in the bottom of the 5th. Dynasty with a line drive to straight center field. It goes off the wall, and that'll be a double for Dynasty. Rob Littleton goes down with the strikeout. Sullivan Jr. with a high fly ball to right field. It's caught by the right fielder, and the runner's going to hold. He will not tag. And Stewart goes down on the strikeout. That'll end the inning. Bakugo gets out of that one without giving up any runs. And Webb leads it off with a single into right field. Get off that cold streak. McNeely with the line drive into right field. That'll advance Webb to third. It's first and third with no outs. And a line drive down the third base line. It's going to one-hop the left fielder, and it'll score a run. Wallach with the RBI single there. We have first and second, no outs. Wolf still in the game. Walks another batter. Hughes gets a walk. Windsor Jr. goes down swinging. Bases loaded, one out. Haddock the third came in to get that strikeout, and now he gives up a single to Shadow. No, that's a triple to Shadow. He clears the bases, and it's now a 7-5 game. And Bino goes down looking. Haddock with their second strikeout. And there's a deep drive by Dawson the third. That one's out of here. We've got a tie ball game, folks. It is 7-7 in the top of the sixth. So Dawson the third with the two-run shot ties it up as Eames goes down on the strikeout. We have a tie game. San Antonio coming up in the bottom of the sixth. We got Kell with the ground ball to the second baseman for the first out. Brown goes down swinging. Bartholomew. Hayden Tranto, the center fielder, pops out to left field for out number 3. And we go to the top of the seventh. Webb is going to lead it off for Toronto with a strikeout as they keep Haddock in the game. McNeely goes down on a strikeout as well, and Rodrigo Wallach with a ground ball to the third baseman, and that'll be a 1-2-3 top of the seventh. We go to the bottom. Don Marcus comes up the bat. Oh, they were playing the shift on Don Marcus, and he hits right into it. That'll be out number 1. Wolfington Jr. goes down swinging. J.Y. Park is the relief pitcher now. Dynasty with a line drive into center. That'll be a single. And there's a ground by Littleton. They get the lead runner at second, take the easy out, and they're out of the inning. Still at sevens. Ground ball by Hughes for the first out. Leonidas Longpipe is the pitcher now, and he gives up a deep drive to right to Windsor Jr., and that one's out of here for a solo shot by the shortstop, Windsor Jr. Scores now 8-7. And Ethan Shadow comes up to the plate. He goes down with a check swing. Gambino with a line drive and a diving play by Don Marcus at third base to end the inning. Sullivan Jr., the shortstop, leads off the bottom of the eighth with a single to right field. Stewart with the single into left field. Got men on first and second, no outs, with Malcolm Kell up the bat. Kell goes down looking. That's a strikeout for a swing and a miss. Bartholomew Brown. I'm not sure what just happened there. I think he got a walk. Or an error and then a walk. And now Don Marcus hits it into left. Then they get out of the inning with no runs. It's 8-7. Going to the top of the ninth. Toronto with the lead. They have the last run on the bet as it stands now. Dawson the third with the single into right. There's a strikeout. There's 2 strikeouts for Webb. Eames and Webb go down on the strikeouts. Rockman has 2 Ks. There's an infield single. We got men on first and second. It's not going to matter, though, as Wallach goes down swinging. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. The last chance for the Sloths. 8-7 game. Wolfington Jr. leads it off with a single to right. Swing and a miss. Giving up another hit to Dynasty. Got first and second for the Sloths. No outs. There's a strikeout. Bones comes in. And he gives up a hit into left. That's going to be a run for the Sloths. It's going to be 2. No, they hold the runner. 1 out. Then on second and third. That was O'Sullivan Jr. again. Oh, no.
No!
Oh, no.
Well, why did you keep me in? No! Oh, that's painful!
Bones with a wild pitch. And Dynasty comes in to score.
I was so hopeful, and then the sim party, oh, it pulled me.
Oh, man.
when I'm on, I'm dominant. I mean, yeah, I gave up 2 leadoff hits, but I got the strikeout the very next at bat. Oh, it hurts. That hurts so much.
So the walk-off for the Sloths, they also score last, so they'll take that prediction.
Sorry for blowing your ears, guys.
That one was rough. That's a rough ending
Oh, oh, that hurts. That hurts so much.
So we had Shadow. He had 3 RBIs, a couple for Dawson. Don Marcus and Wolfington Jr. both had a couple RBIs each. Toronto pitching, the loss goes to a miss. Bones gets the blown save. And Horrendous had a blown save, but Rockman comes in and steals the win right there.
Oh.
Edward Wolfington Jr., player of the game.
Oh. Alright, well, let's go on to the Red Banks Aviators beating the Voyagers 13-4 on a big performance from Shrimp McDaniel. For New York, we have a 2 RBI game for BD Jr. Over on the Outer Banks side, we have several 3 RBI games from McDaniel, Garbanzo, as well as O. Richards. Arcanum will take the loss, their 5th of the season. Nansen the win, their 5th. McDaniel, your player of the game.
Am I still low, Colby?
His volume on my end is the exact same that it was when I left. But I'll raise it up a little bit. Right, it's at 120%.
They don't hear me?
I guess they don't hear you at all.
Nothing.
It's
So the whole game they didn't hear me?
okay. That is weird because like I literally just like unmuted. Oh, try talking now, Cheeky.
Mic check.
Can you guys hear him now? All right, how
Bit
about
more.
can you hear him now?
Mic check, mic check.
Okay, somehow, don't know how, in OBS, my audio output capture got completely muted.
Huh.
And I have no clue how, because I literally just came back and unmuted my headset.
So is that just a silent game with no broadcast?
I have no
On the walk-off wild pitch?
I have no clue. Could you guys hear him during the broadcast, or...
Oh, 2/3 in.
Oh, so like the 6th inning on. Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, like I said, OBS completely muted my audio output, which I have my Discord set to.
No worries. We're all good now, though, right?
Should be. They can hear you now.
All right. Keep going.
All right, yeah. Wouldn't be a Tim G stream with something going wrong. All right. You want to take this box score?
Sure. So we have the Raptors beating the Vandals 4-2 for Vancouver. We had 3 for 4 days for Mander and Strange, 2 RBIs for Mander. Ziegler had a 3 for 4 day with 2 RBIs. And for the pitching, sorry, 1 second. All right, for the pitching, we have the loss going to Clapp, the win going to Silliams Jr., and Steele gets the save. And the player of the game is Shane Ziegler.
And I do want to apologize for anyone listening with headphones whose ears I blew out. That was off. Alright, Brigham Irons will continue his outstanding season with a 6-3 win against the Providence Crabs. those of you who missed it on Tuesday, Irons pitched a perfect game Maddox. It was quite something to call on stream. As we have a 2 RBI game for both Cadaver and Tomlin. For Province, we have a 2 RBI game from McKenzie. Irons will get the win, his 8th. Westbrook the hold, Delling the save, Alessio the loss. Brigham Irons their player of the game.
All right, Sea Serpents take down the Toros. For Seattle, we have a 12 hits total. We have a 3 for 5 game for Arenado, 3 for 4 for Reese, 2 for 5 for Becker in the top 3 of the order. Ohi Cow goes 3 for 4, and Clear Not Cloudy goes 2 for 4. For the pitching, the win goes to DeVries. Rivers gets the save, and Lee takes the loss. Player of the game is Ivy DeVries.
All right. Up next, we have the Nashville Stars beating the Lunar Base Space Rangers 7-2 in quite the blowout, with a good performance from Remy LeBeau. Lunar Base side, we have only both RBIs coming off bats of Rock Eater and Savage. Rock Eater with 2 walks. From Nashville, 2 RBI game for Aeneas Cove. And then a home run for Valor Jr. as well as Aeneas Cove. For Lunar Base, Paulus will take the loss. LeBeau will take the win. The Nunez the hold. Remy LeBeau is your player of the game.
All right, the Apex shut out the Demons 6-0. For Detroit, we have just 3 hits total for them, and for Indianapolis, we have a 2 for 4 day for Rosenthal with 3 RBIs, and for the pitching, we have a 8-inning appearance from Ball, who takes the win. McGoatface takes the loss, and the player of the game is Calvin Ball.
Finally, the New Orange Rougarous are going to beat the Death Valley Scorpions 9-4. For Death Valley, we have a 2 for 4 game from Small Halls as well as Gnomes, and a 2 for 5 game from Janulus. For New Orleans, 3 RBI game from Bullworm, 2 RBI games from Mills and Alou. Rusi will take the loss. Jackson will take the win. Samedi the hold. Alaskan Bullworm, your player of the game. Let's go down to the minor leagues, as the Brew City Bears are going to beat the Florida Flamingos 14-4. As we have a 2-hit game from Smirnov, Boyce 2 Chest back again, and Jim Hawkins, and as well as a 3 for 4 RBI from Sega Silver Spill. For Bruce City, 2 RBI game from Stewart, and a 3 RBI game for both Levine and Tweedlecock. Gumtowski will take the blown save, Holman the loss. Baba, you'll take the win. For the games be CJ Levine.
All right, Firehawks beat the Wheelers 2-1. Wheelers tried to come back there in the bottom of the 9th. Not enough, though. Gray goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And we got King going 2 for 4. RBI going to Laramie. For pitching, we have the loss going to McDougal, and the win going to Wee Ball. And Bockel Jr. gets the save. Player of the game is Heckett Wee Ball.
Alright, the Seacoast Swifties are going to beat the Hepcats 6-5 in a close one, as they walk it off in the 9th. Let's see. Oh, from Dog Maple, driving in the sack fly to walk it off. For Kansas City, we have a 2 RBI game with 2 for 4 performance from Quake. State College, we have a 3 for 4 game. 3 RBI, 2 for 4 game from Gaines. Colon will take the loss. Jones will take the win. Diego Ramirez is your player of the game. Wearing the shirt worked for game 1 at least.
There you go. All right. The Lemurs beat the Ranas. They shut them out 3-0. For Louisville, we have RBIs for Pink and Hoff. And then for Puerto Rico, pretty much just 3 hits. For the pitching,
All right, pitching. Sorry.
we got the win going to Krot. Ronaldo gets the save, and Yi Oj gets the loss. Player of the game is Martin Krot.
All right, and I just realized I forgot to update the ticker all throughout that game. So I'm going to go in and update that score real quick for the game that we just saw before we advance. So give me just a moment, folks.
Let's see, so the next prediction is Detroit at Nola, total home runs hit.
Alright, with that being said, the next day is going to be a quick stem day. It might actually be a travel day. Travel day for the majors, let's check the minors. You have travel day for the minors as well, so we go on to the 23rd, which is going to be our next primetime game, Detroit at NOLA.
Did we miss the Dillos?
Did we?
Maybe.
We might have. Yeah, I'll go back real quick. Let's go to the. Let's go here. Here we go.
Right.
The Dillos beat the Kingpin 6-1 as Stickman goes 4 for 4. Chicago 2 for 4 game for Loke as well as Anderson. Perfect 4 for 4 game for Stickman with 3 RBIs. Corrigan will take the loss. Diak will take the win. Stickman, your player of the game. Right, now we should be set. Alright, with that being said, let's quickly save the game.
What date does the All-Star team get announced?
The All-Star games, All-Star rosters will be announced on the last day of the sim, which is the 29th.
Okay.
So, it's typically the very last thing that I show, because it takes until 29th for it to actually pop up.
Got it.
So, yeah, in the sim, All-Star voting is like 3 or 4 weeks in the sim.
Oh, okay.
Alright, with that being said, we're going to do the... Oops, would help if that's actually on the right thing. If I actually advance a day. Here we go, Detroit at NOLA. I will call this one as we have Slopsburg starting off against Sir Poe on the Detroit Demons side. Yep. Sir Poe will step into the box and will begin us off of a strikeout. Biff Slamis will pop up, and your second out of the inning, Leonidas Ruiz will draw a walk, miss the screwball there, and that's your third out. We go to the top of the bottom of the first inning with Jefferson Steelflex to center field as he is bombed. No, I thought he bonked. No, he bunt and missed. Strike called. Days and Guile. It's your second out. Alaskan Bullworm, the power hitting catcher, is going to be out number 3. Top and second we go. Alpha Nerd leading us off, as that's going to be out number 1. Danger Dollarson will be out number 2. Lou Williams will go down as the Demons go down 1-2-3. Ashley Joanne Williams up next, as that's gonna be a ground out for Williams. Abigail Mills will draw a walk. And that's going to be an unfortunate line out for Philip Alou, the DH. Aaron Ricehan, the third, as will not get to take the bat off the shoulder, as that is going to be an out on base, stolen base attempt for Abigail Mills. Revin Shan up next, as he goes down looking at a cutter. Holden Jam. Out number 2. Sir Poe, the right fielder, good eye, but will get a ground out. Bottom of the third, we go still tied 0-0 in this pitcher's duel, as that's going to be a ground out for Ricehan. Boucher shaking off the rust a little bit, as that's going to be a single up the middle.
If we have any mods, maybe close the prediction.
Did they not close it?
I don't think so.
Hong Shu is gonna get a double runners, will advance second and third. Safe on an infield head for Jefferson Steel Flex. Guy will go down looking. Blowworm up the middle. That's gonna bring home 1, maybe 2. Plays the tag. Out! 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on. New Orleans has the lead 1-0. Biff Slamus. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to be a double as he holds up at second base. Ruiz will draw a walk. Second one is there for Schlossberg. Ooh, bobbles the transfer. No shot from Mills to make that play. Be into the gap. That's gonna be a ring of 1, 2, not 3, as 2 runs come across the scores. Detroit now leads 2-1. As that's gonna be out number 1, and Williams will ground out. Shan brings in an RBI on a 2-out RBI double. As that's going to be in there, safe 5-1 Detroit. Pose 0-2, make that 0-3 as Detroit scratches across 5 this inning. And then after Joanne Williams is going to be out number 1 on a flyout. Abigail Mills caught stealing the first time around. She tries again, and she's successful that time. 36 out of 40 successful stolen base attempts. Alou will draw a walk, ball 4. Ricehan, the third, goes down looking on a pitch outside. And Boucher will strike out to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 walk, nothing more. 5-1 Detroit top of the 5th inning with Biff Slamus. And he goes down on a screwball. Nasty pitch there by Steven Schlossberg. That will be a ground out for Ruiz. Gabriel catches the power hitting catcher with a cannon of an arm behind the dish will go down on a ground out. Hong Shu, recently acquired from the Space Rangers. Is he first out? Steel Flex will be safe. Days and Guile, the right fielder, smacks one loud contact off the bat. Earns at first and third, only 1 away. Double play is in order. And it's not anymore, as that's going to be a stolen base attempt by Days and Guile.
When did Hong Shu get traded?
Must have been, might have been like last night probably, because I think he was still with them on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't catch the Thursday sim. Cove will come in for relief. In relief for New Orleans, as he will give up a hit on the first pitch. That's gonna be a pop out for Dollarson. Lou Williams. That's gonna be safe. Goes down looking, check the swing, and peel down to third base. Too far, he's out. Hold in jam. It's one hard, deep, but caught. Over the shoulder catch for the left fielder, right hand the third. Go to the bottom of the sixth. Philip Alou. Gonna be out number one. Aaron Rice and the third will be out or safe, I should say. Boucher hits one into the gap. That's gonna bring home a run, make it a 5-2 ball game. Honk Shoe. Oh, unlucky play there. That will take away a hit on that diving catch at first. Nice reflexes by Alpha Nerd. Sir Poe was up at the dish, and he will get off with a leadoff single. That one's hard, deep, but caught at the wall. Almost a loud one to begin on this inning. Bang, that's gonna be out. No, that's gonna be safe, and that's gonna be a 4-6-3 double play. That'll retire the side. Otani coming in relief as he immediately gives up a long ball to Poe. To Steelflex, I should say, as Poe cannot get to it. So first pitch of this AB is a home run. It's 5-3 now. And that's going to be a diving catch for Poe as he holds on. Bullworm will go down looking, a cutter. And that'll be out number two. So the New Orleans Rougarous get on, add on a run on a solo shot.
Was that the first home run?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was.
So we're at one.
Yeah, we're at one, yeah.
Oh, I had to say something.
You had to say something. 2-run blast for Danger Dollarson. And if you ended up betting the two, well, you have just a couple of innings for that, but it's probably gonna be 3 or more. That's a strikeout for Shan. Jan will go down looking as well as 7-3. Detroit goes down looking for Mills. Philip Alou is gonna be your second out. Rice and the third will go down swinging. We go to the top of the 9th inning. 7-3 Detroit Demons. As Sir Poe smacks one loud contact but caught in right field by Guile. Another line drive right to Guile will bring up Leonidas Reeves as that one's over Guile's head. As it's phased into the bullpen. That's gonna be a double for Reeves. AJ Boucher will go down looking. New Orleans needs 4 to tie, 5 to walk it off here in the home half of the 9th inning. That's going to be a strikeout for Boucher. Honk Shoe will be lined out. Jefferson Steel looks a last shot here. He will draw a walk. Ball for Holmes will come in. Throw to first, safe. A walk. First and second now, 2 outs. And a line out to the left fielder. Slamis will end the game. So the Demons are going to stamp out the Rougarous 7-3. A 3 RBI game for Dollarson with a 2-run blast as well. For New Orleans, we have a 2-4 game for Boucher. Sorry, tired. First shift at the hospital, it wears down on you. 3 for 4 hit, yeah, 3 for 4 game for Steelplex as well. Strider will take the win, Otani the hold, Slothbreak the loss, Alpha Nerd your player of the game.
All right, we got a close one here. Pathfinders beat the Aviators 7-6. For Outer Banks, we have a 2-for-4 game for McDaniel with 2 RBIs, and Duke goes 3-for-5 with 2 RBIs. For Toronto, we got a 3-for-5 game for Bambino with 2 RBIs, and a 2-for-5 game for Dawson the Third with 2 RBIs. For the pitchers, we have a loss going to Porter, a win going to Amiss, Foot gets the hold, and Bakugo gets the save. Player of the game is Bambino.
Bit of a redemption there from how the last game ended. Alright, the Voyagers are going to lose to the Raptors as they continue to be in a skid. It's 6-1. As Enoch said the other day, nothing like the sim deciding your team has a combined 300 TPE, as that is how they are playing. For New York batting, we have only one RBI coming from Carl B. Jr. For Boise, we have a 2-for-3 game from Ingram and 2-for-4 game from Bon Appetit. Go Tank will take the loss. Sloppy Joe will take the win. Player game to be Sloppy Joe.
All right. And the Vandals take down the Crabs 7-3. For Providence, we have 2-for-4 games for Southworth and Dinker. For Vancouver, we have a 3 RBI game for Von Caliente and a 2-for-4 day for McLovin Jr. with 2 RBIs. For the pitchers, Pitch Lord takes the loss. Cash Considerations takes the win, and the player of the game is Enrique Von Caliente.
Is that Cash Considerations or is that Cassius? Okay, it's Cash, okay.
I was just guessing. Good guess.
But yeah, no, it's those two and it's all the berries that we have in the league.
And Coves.
And Coves, yeah. It gets confusing, and then all the and then all the balls. But with that being said, our clear not Claudia is gonna walk this off for Toronto, or not for Cancun. God, I need to go to bed. On the lunar base side, 2-for-4 games for Rockier, Sneck, and Randburg. For Cancun, 2 RBI, 2-for-5 game for our clear not cloudy, as that home run in the 9th inning gave them the win. Johnson will take the loss and the blown save. Dion the second will take the win. Oh, Cal is your player of the game.
All right, my Indianapolis Apex take down the Seattle Sea Serpents 8-1. For Indianapolis, we have a 3-for-4 day for Thompson. 3 RBIs for Fernandez, and Fetty gets 2 RBIs. Seattle, we got a 3-for-4 game for War Smoke. And the RBI goes to Arenado. For the pitchers, we have Bernard taking the win, going 7 innings. And Cash gets the loss, and player of the game is Maurice Bernard.
Alright, and finally, the Defiant Scorpions are going to beat the Stars 8-4. As Daniel Plainview will get 5 hits and 5 at-bats. For Nashville, we have a 2-for-4 game from Mom Spooner and 3-for-4 game for Sakudo. Plainview with that perfect 5-for-5 game with 3 RBIs. I'd say that's a contender for the player of the game. Ziegler will take the loss. Abamas will take the win. Xavier the save. Daniel Plainview, your player of the game. I say anytime you can go 5 for 5 with 3 RBIs, you're pretty much a contender for player of the game. Let's go down to the minor leagues now, as the Cats will beat the Wheelers 10-3. For Anchorage, we have a 2 for 3 game from McLeod. Kansas City, 3 RBI, 1 for 4 game from Lincoln Mercury. War and Peace will take the loss. Smithius will take the win. Smithius is your player of the game.
All right, Bruce City Bears take down your State College Swift Steeds 6-5. For Bruce City, we have a 2-for-4 game for Tweedlecock with 2 RBIs. For State College, we have a 2-for-3 game for Blair with 2 RBIs. And for the pitchers, the win goes to Bear, the save goes to Noble, and Richards takes the L. Amidas Blair is your player of the game.
At least State College got something out of that game. But hey, your Dillos will lose to the Firehawks 7-5, so we're even now. For the Dillos, 3 for 4 game from Love. 2 for 4 game with 3 RBIs from Love. Over on the Firehawks side, 3 for 3 game from Wolf, and a 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs from Bradley Willerman Jr. Hodge will take the loss. Big Lid will take the win. Taco Bell, your player of the game.
All right, the Lemurs beat the Kingpins. They score 4 in the top of the 9th. For Louisville, we have a 3 RBI game for Duke Newsom, 1-for-4 there. And then on the Chicago side, we have the 1 RBI going to Summers, who went 2-for-4. For the pitchers, Gerhardt gets the win. The loss goes to Crony, and Skooma Kuhn with the blown save. Player of the game is Cesar Lopez.
Yeah, those 3 RBIs all came off of 1 home run.
Nice.
So for Newsom. Alright, and finally the Mingos will beat the Botswanas 4-0 for Puerto Rico. Only 3 hits allowed for Puerto Rico, though it's coming from Cunningham, Hitchcock, and So. For Florida, perfect 3 for 3 game for Sabor. Nice shot, Petra. And 2 RBI game for Solo. Batting practice will take the loss. Pelikai the win. Pelikai, your player of the game. With that is the end of this sim day. We go to the next sim day, which is going to be another primetime game. And that will be probably.
The next prediction is going to be Providence at Vandals, and it's over under 6.5 Ks pitched by Vandals.
Should be an interesting prediction. Alright. And then Providence at Vancouver Vandals. And then I'm going to mute my mic, but I will keep an eye to make sure that the audio output doesn't get muted again.
Okay. So it looks like we have Andy Beans starting for the Vandals. That's who we'll be keeping an eye on for the strikeouts. He's what is that? Ks per 9 is 7.7. So see how he does. All right, and leading it off for the Crabs is going to be Southworth, the left fielder, hitting 266 this season. Ooh, goes down looking for strike 3. There's one for Andy Beans to start off the game. And Johnston also goes down with the check swing. That's 2 strikeouts for Andy Beans already. Hopefully we have that prediction closed. And he strikes out the side. One, two, three, top of the first. We go to the bottom. Walker up to bat. Leads it off with a line drive that goes all the way to the wall, and he'll have a stand-up double. And Enrique Von Caliente with a line drive up the middle in front of the center fielder. That's going to score the first run of the game on an RBI single for Von Caliente. Burgers comes up to bat with the ground ball to second. They get Caliente at second, and they turn two for the double play. And McLovin Jr. goes down swinging for out number three, but not before Vandals score one. It's 1-0 Vancouver. Going in the top of the second, Bubs will be leading it off. There's a ground ball hit into the shift. The shortstop comes over to second and gets the first out. It's another ground ball to the shortstop for out number two. And a pop up, and the third baseman will take that one for another 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the second. Phillip leads it off with a grounder line drive past the second baseman for a single. Strange with the pop up to the shortstop for out number one. Mander with the shot down the first baseline. That's going to advance the runner to third on the double. Oh, the runner's going to go home. And he's safe. Vancouver's up 2-0 on the double from Mander. Rishikesh strikes out. Lansdale strikes out, and that'll end the inning. But Vancouver gets another run. It's 2-0 going into the top of the third. Providence has Cassius considerations up to bat, and he grounds out to first. And Big Cheech with the ground ball to first for the second out. And Brooks with the line drive to right field, and that one's caught. A great play by the right fielder Mander there, and the third 1-2-3 inning for Providence. Walker goes down with the strikeout. Von Caliente hits a little dribbler to the pitcher, and he gets him at first, just barely, for out number two. There's a ground ball by Burgers, and that'll be out number three of the third inning. We go to the fourth. Southworth to lead it off. Back to the top of the order, and he hits a foul ball pop-up. Caught by the first baseman. It's out number one. Oh, there's a deep drive. That's going to break up the no-hitter. That's going to end the perfect game for Beans, and Johnston with the home run to right field. His sixth of the year gets Providence on the board. It's 2-1. Byrne goes down swinging. That's out number two. The first baseman, Bubs, who has 12 home runs on the year, comes up to bat. And he pops up into center field, and that'll be out number three. Providence gets on the board, though, with their first hit and first run. 2-1 Vancouver in the bottom of the fourth. McLovin takes a walk. Phillip pops out to center field, and Strange grounds to third. They get the lead runner, but can't turn two. Mander with the line drive into center. That's going to get down and advance the runner to third. We have first and third with 2 outs, 3-2 count, ground ball to shortstop, and he gets him at first. Rishikesh grounds out. McKenzie hits a deep fly to left, and that's 2 solo shots for Providence. It's now a tie game. McKenzie with their 13th home run of the season, and Dinker goes down looking for out number one. Considerations, Cassius grounds to third, and they get him out for out number two. Big Cheech with the line drive and the sliding catch by Mander out there in right field. Brooks takes that wasn't Brooks, that's Lansdale. Lansdale takes a walk. Oh, and there's a deep drive by Walker. That one's out of here for a 2-run shot. His 8th of the season. That puts Vancouver up 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Von Caliente rips one to right. That's going to one-hop the wall. He's going for 3. And he's safe. There's a triple for Enrique Von Caliente, who has 17 home runs on the year, I just noticed. All right, Berger is out. McLovin looks at that one. He's out. Can they get this runner in from third? No. Phillip lines out to center field for the third out. And it remains 4-2, Vancouver, going into the top of the 6th. Brooks to lead it off with the strikeout. And Southworth comes up to bat. He'll take a walk. And there's a pop-up by Johnston to center field, and the runner will hold. It's 2 out, so 2 count, and he'll go down swinging. I think that's 7 Ks for Andy Beans right there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was number 7. Strange with the pop-up to center. That'll be out number 1. Mander has made a couple nice plays in right field. Pops out to the right fielder for out number 2. Rishikesh with a little blooper down the line. It's caught by the left fielder for a 1-2-3 inning. Bubs comes up. And yes, confirmed, Beans does have 7 Ks now as he gives up a home run to Bubs, the first baseman. And that is his 13th on the season. McKenzie strikes out. It's a 4-3 game, just 1 run difference here in the top of the 7th. A 1-2 count to Dinker, and he strikes out. Cassius, the center fielder, comes up to bat, and he goes down swinging. That is 10 Ks for Andy Beans in 7 innings pitched. Lansdale takes the walk. Judge Cruiser gets his 6th strikeout as Walker goes down, and Von Caliente strikes out as well. But that was from Bonzo, who comes in for relief, and he picks off the runner at first. Lansdale gets picked off. So Burgers will lead off next inning. Cheech with the line drive into right field. That'll get down for a single. And Brooks strikes out, hitting below 120 on the season. And Southworth strikes out. That's 2 down. Max Velo gets a ground ball to second, and that'll be out number 3 for Max Velo coming in relief.
Out of the park.
All right, Berger strikes out to Bonzo. McLovin Jr. lines one into right field for the single. Phillip comes up to bat, and he hits one deep. That's going to be his 5th home run of the season. And Vancouver increases their lead 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th as Alfonso Bonzo gives up a home run. Up to bat is Strange with the ground ball to second. And that'll be out number 2. 1-2 count to Mander. And he goes down swinging. It's Bonzo's 3rd strikeout. All right, we go to the top of the 9th. Providence's last chance here. They have their number 3 hitter, Fern, up to bat, and he'll take his base. Max Velo beans him there. There's a ground ball to first. Runner advances to second. They'll just take the out at first. Oh. That was a wild pitch. Runner advances to third, but he gets a strikeout on McKenzie after that. And Jess Dinker with the fly ball to center. And that'll do it for Providence as Vancouver takes this one 6-3. And I think that for the prediction, that would go to the over. We have only 4 hits for Providence, 3 RBIs. Johnston, Bubs, and McKenzie get the RBIs. And on the Vancouver side, we have 2 RBIs for Walker, 2 RBIs for Phillips, and for the pitchers, we have Cruiser taking the loss, Beans getting the win with 11 Ks in 7.1 innings, and Max Velo comes in for the save. And player of the game is Andy Beans.
Alright, with that, we go down to San Antonio Sloths as they will beat the Surge 6-5 at home. For
Out of the park.
Buffalo, 2-for-4 game for Mio, and a 2 RBI game from Manny Alou. And then, hey, Helmut, thanks for subbing. 57 months. And then thank you, Scott, as well. 41 months on a 41-month streak. And he was back to the game. For San Antonio batting line score, we have a 2-for-4 game with 2 RBIs from O'Sullivan Jr. and a 3-for-4 game from Cal. For pitching, Madison will take the loss. Long Pipe the win and the blown save. Rockman the save. O'Sullivan Jr. is your player of the game.
All right, the Aviators take down the Pathfinders 11-8. For Outer Banks, we have a 4-for-4 game for Duke. And on the Toronto side, a 3-for-4 game for Bambino with 2 RBIs. And for the pitching, we have the win going to Abasi. Khan gets the save, and Smith gets the loss blown save. Player of the game is Steve Duke.
Alright, the Voyagers will end their skid as they will eke out a win against the Raptors 4-3. For New York, 3-for-4 game from Crazy Tomato II. For the Boise Raptors, we have a 2-for-4 game for both Bon Appetit and Jeff Hopkins. Pete Woods is player of the game. Jones the blown save. Alvarez the winning pitcher of record. PKVS the loss.
All right. Demons beat the Rougarous 9-2. For Detroit, we have Slamis, Nerd, and Dollarson, all with 3 RBI games. And the 2 RBIs for New Orleans go to Williams and Mills. For the pitchers, we have the loss going to Eshelman Jr. and the win going to Mulligan. Player of the game is Hercules Mulligan.
Alright, the Death Valley Scorpions will beat the Nashville Stars 6-2 as they'll take them to 33-17 on the year. For Nashville, we have a 3-for-4 game from Mom's Twin, a 2 RBI game from Cove as well. For Death Valley, we have a 3 RBI, 1-for-3 game from Reeves. That was on a home run from the 5th inning off of Zach Mulder. Then Law Gnomes 2-for-4 with a solo shot RBI. Mulder will take the loss, Preet the win, keep the save, Preet your player of the game.
All right, Toros beat the Space Rangers 10-1. And for Lunar Base, that 1 RBI, not sure who got it.
It was
Anyways, we have a 2-for-4 game for Allen.
It was probably a unearned run.
Yeah. And then on the Cancun side, we have a 3-for-5 game for Murphy. And for the pitchers, we have the win going to Fielder, the loss going to Glorbenspiel, and player of the game is center fielder.
Yeah, that's my guess. It was probably on an unearned run.
Yeah.
And the Apex will beat the Sea Serpents 8-2 on the road, as McFlores will pick up his 10th save of the season. Indy winning 3 in a row. For Indy, we have a 3-for-5 game from both Enderman and D. Fernandez, as was Thompson. For Seattle, only 2 hits. Those being from More Smoke and Reese. Chicken will take the win, McFlores to save, McQueen the loss, Jazzy Thompson your player of the game. Let's go down to the minor leagues next. as the Louisville Lemurs will beat the Kingpins 8-2. For Louisville, 4 RBIs, 2 for 5 game from Zalewski, as he just goes loose on Chicago. Chicago side, we have an RBI from both Anderson and Penley. Khan will take the win, Ronaldo the save, Rinji the loss, Zalewski your player of the game.
All right, Bruce City Bears and State College. We got State College taking this one 6-5. For Bruce City, we have a 3-for-4 day for Angle with 3 RBIs. For State College, we have a 3 RBI game for Blair and a 2-for-4 day from Dog Maple with 2 RBIs. The loss goes to Von Helwick and also the blown save. Feet gets the win, Jones gets the save, and player of the game is Launch Angle.
The Ranas will take this one into extra innings to beat the Mingos 6-4. For Puerto Rico, we have a 3-for-5 game for backstop with 2 RBIs and a 3-for-6 with 3 RBI game from Blaney. For Florida, Hawkins, a 3-for-5 game and a 3 RBI performance from Santos Garcia. Barry will take the WJ Barry, so Jerry Barry, not Harry Barry.
Harry Berry.
All these berries, it gets so confusing. Kuntowski will take the hold, home in the loss, and the blown save, backstop your player of the game. I remember Barry Bonds, but it was Berry, and that started everyone naming their player Barry.
Yeah. All right, we got the Dillos beating the Firehawks. For the Dillos, we have a 2-for-5 day for Walterson with 3 RBIs. And for California, we got 2 RBIs going to Munson and Jack. Cologne with the win. Valak the fourth with the loss. And player of the game is Lestat de Liancourt. Oh, man, I forgot how he said we pronounced that. The Liancourt.
Uh,
I don't know. That was my best attempt.
Lestat de Leoncourt is probably with the French accent.
Yeah, that sounds better.
The Hepcats will absolutely steamroll the Wheelers 10-3. The only RBIs coming from Steele and King for Anchorage. For Kansas City, 2 RBI game from Gnome Child, Lincoln Mercury, and Justice, as well as Johnson. So 8 RBIs total came from these 4 players. Holiday will take the loss, over the win, Cologne the hold. Gnome Child, your player of the game.
And for our next prediction, which is up, it's how many double plays will Boise and Indianapolis turn total next game? 1, 2, or 3+?
That'll be interesting.
As the shortstop for Indy, I'm going to go with the 3+.
Of course you would.
Yep.
Of course you would. Let me just update the ticker. Whoops. Okay. We have a couple quick sim days up next, so you'll just have to wait just a little bit longer before you'll see if you can turn those 3+ double plays. So travel day for both majors and minors. Quick sim day from the minors. We'll autoplay all games today. Alright. And then the Hepcats will beat the Wheelers 8-7 in a close one, as the Wheelers still in a skid. 3 RBI game for Morimura on the Anchorage side. 3 RBI game from Lincoln Mercury. Rothschild will take the loss and the blown save. West the win. For Lincoln Mercury, your player of the game.
We got the Ranas and Mingos again. This time the Mingos get them 4-0. For Florida, we have a 3-4 day for Sabor with one RBI, and the other RBIs go to Hawkins, Bill, and Solo. For the pitching, the loss goes to Ribbit. The win goes to Holman. Flaps gets the hold. Kumtowski gets the save. And Gorgeous is the player of the game with 5.1 innings pitched, no runs given up, only 2 hits.
The Kingpins will beat the Lemurs 3-2. For Louisville, we have a 3-4 game from Hoff. For Chicago, we have a let's see, 2-4 game from both Summers and Dent. Gerhardt will take the loss on the blown save. Crony the win. Skumakun the save. Player of the game is going to be Bacher Wheeler.
All right, the Firehawks take down the Dillos in a close one, 4-3. They score 3 in the bottom of the 7th there. The Dillos, we have RBIs for Crystalhauser and Man and Drome. And on the California side, we have a 3-for-3 day from Bon Pinciero with 2 RBIs and another 2 RBIs from Wellerman Jr. For the pitching, we have, I don't know how to say that, a Works with the lost blow and save, and Season 31 gets the win with Backel Jr. getting the save. Salvatore Bon Pinciero with the player of the game.
Alright, the Bruce City Bears are going to beat the Swift Seeds 9-5. Bruce City, 2 RBI game from both Bass and Tweedlecock, and a 3 RBI game from Jay. State College, 3-for-5 game with an RBI from Dog Maple. Ryan Express will take the win. Lovehammer the hold. Mantics the loss. Player of the game is going to be Launch Angle. Save real quick. We're going to have a quick sim day on the 26th. I'm guessing that's going to be a travel day for the majors. Or travel day for the minors. Let's see. Yep, so we're going to quick sim the majors. And the Cancun Toros will beat the Providence Crabs 10-5. For Providence, we have a 2 RBI game from Dinker, went 3-for-5. For Cancun, 3 RBI game from Scott Sterling, and a 4 RBI game from our Clear Not Cloudy. Ji Woo will take the loss, Martini the win. Unrelated items are Clear Not Cloudy is your player of the game.
All right. The Vandals take down the Serpents 15-3. For Vancouver, got a 5 RBI game for Walker, Von Caliente with 4, 2 RBIs each for McLovin and Mander. On the Seattle side, 2 RBIs, 2-for-4 game for I missed it. The Healer. And for the pitchers, we have Sheet with the win. Blue Sky gets the loss. Brooks Walker is the player of the game.
15-3. I feel like I'm looking at the box score of a spring training game. Alright, the Rougarous will beat the Sloths in extras 5-2. As Joanna Williams hit a 3-run home run to walk it off in the 10th. San Antonio, we have a 2 RBI, 2-for-5 game from Don Marcus and 2-for-4 game from Cal. After Joanna Williams with that 3-run blast in the extra innings to win the game goes 2-for-5. Long Pipe the loss. Cove the blown save. Smetty the win. Stoner your player of the game as they win 6-4. Only gives them 7 hits and 1 earned.
All right, the Pathfinders take down the Space Rangers 10-2. For Toronto, we have a 1-for-2 game for Hughes with 3 RBIs and a walk. Shadow gets a couple RBIs, and same with Dawson the third. For the Lunar side, we have RBI 2-for-4 games with an RBI for Randberg and Car Crash. Miller takes the loss, Farnsworth with the win, and player of the game is Professor Farnsworth, going 7 innings.
Alright, the Raptors are going to beat the Apex 7-5. For Boise, batting line scored 2 for 5 game with 2 RBIs from Udo Bonga, and another 2 RBIs from Chauncey Ingram. For Indianapolis, 3 RBIs game from D. Fernandez. The Phantom will take the win. Frosty Seal the holds. A side duck the save. Crane Pool, it's about Crane Pool will take the loss. D. Fernandez, your player of the game.
All right, the Aviators beat the Stars 6-2. 16 hits in this one. For Outer Banks, we have a 2 RBI game for Garbanzo and Power Bat Little Bark. And on the Nashville side, the 2 RBIs go to Mom Spooner and Cove. And for the pitchers, we have a loss going to John, the win going to Schramm, and player of the game is Lanky Schramm. 1 out away from a complete game there.
Always tough when you get pulled with 1 or 2 outs to go.
Right.
Alright, the Scorpions are going to continue New York's terrible season. Not the kind of season you expect from the usually dominant Voyagers, as they beat the Voyagers 5-2. Our 2 RBIs coming from BD Jr. and Payne. Let's see. 2 RBI game for Yvonne Essence as they win 1 for 3. Moose Jr. will take the loss. Billy the Kid will take the win. Xavier the save. Billy the Kid is your player of the game. And Detroit just not Detroit, but New York just not catching a break.
All right, Detroit wins this one 6-3 over Buffalo. For Buffalo, we have a 3-for-4 game for Tomlin with 2 RBIs. For Detroit, we have a 2-for-4 game for Nerd with 2 RBIs, and Dollarson and Sean also getting 2 RBIs. For the pitching, the loss goes to Kaufman. The win goes to Abernathy Jr. Otani gets the hold, and Belfour gets the save. Player of the game is Corin Abernathy Jr.
Alright, with that, we will save and move on to the next day. As we go into our final primetime game of this week, as it's going to be the Boise Raptors taking on the Indianapolis Apex. So we'll finally get to see if Indy will turn 3 or more double plays.
I think most of the bet is me on myself.
Well, we'll find out. And I'm calling this one correct. Want to make sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. As Calvin Ball leads off against a starting pitcher. And that's going to be a ground out for out number 1. Udo Bonga up next. That's going to be a long fly out. Center fielder coming in and out. Tommy Callahan. It's going to be your final out of this top of the first inning. 1, 2, 3. Go with the Raptors Apex. Up next with Enderman. Will be strikeout there. D. Fernandez, the second baseman, will line out there. Harry Callahan, the third baseman, is going to be out on a hop to short and to first for the out. Inley goes down in order. Second inning we go. Ziegler going down on a called strike. Circle change. 50 times he's struck out this season. Bon appetit again. Swinging on a circle change. Calvin Ball really dominating early on. And as soon as I say that, he gives up a hit up the middle to Chauncey Ingram. T-Rex Dan will be the third out. We go to the bottom of the second inning with Jazzy Thompson, who will line out at number 1, Leon Rosenthal, the catcher. Great bat. Doesn't matter if it's a hit or in the air or on the ground, he can find a hole, as that's gonna be the third out for Chef Gagne. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the third, as that's gonna be a walk for Hopkins. Ryan Dinger will hit one, but caught by McKinley. Got called up this season and is looking to be a prime candidate for Rookie of the Year. Home is Stitch and safe at second. It's going to be a stolen base for a starting pitcher as Bonga will fly out to end top of the frame. Go to the bottom half with McKinley leading us off, the left fielder. It's 1-2, the pitcher. That's going to be out number 1, Odin Chickason. It's one into the gap. That's going to be into the corner, and that's going to be a lead off, or sorry, a stand-up double. As Steady's foot backwards is going to be out number 2. Chickason goes on to third. That's going to be an RBI as Chickason comes home, as Enderman will bring in the run. Enderman goes for second, and he's safe. Close play as we get a pass ball from Tillians Jr. It's going to be hit over his head. Tried to leap but missed it. That's going to be 2-0 Indianapolis Apex. Harry Callahan. It's went in there. That's going to be safe. 3-0 Apex. As he bobbles it. Can't get a grip. That's going to be in single for Jazzy Thompson. Leon Rosenthal will be your final out, as it's going top of the fourth. It's going to be 3-0 Indianapolis Apex. And that's going to be out number 1 on the ground out. That's going to be in there as single for Shane Ziegler. Bon appetit will hit 1, but that's going to be caught. Out. Number 2, Chauncey Ingram will be your final out of the top of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th we go. Gagne, McKinley, and Chickason, as Gagne will draw a walk, ball 4. McKinley will strike out swinging. Chickason will ground into a fielder's choice, as that's going to be off the top of the wall. Missed home run by a matter of inches, and that's going to be an RBI. It's 4-0. That's going to be a walk for Enderman. D. Fernandez smacks one hard, deep, but caught at the wall. They bring home a run. It's 4-0 Indianapolis Apex. That's going to be out number 1 as Dan is retired. Jeff Hopkins will go down looking, as ball is on fire tonight. 4 Ks already. Second walk for Dinger. A starting pitcher will go to first for the force, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the 5th, still 4-0 Apex. That's going to be...
So, Callahan has 20 home runs. I wonder if he's the leader right now. I want to see after the game.
Sure. We can look. And that's going to be...
Juan
Right.
Caliente had 18, 19. I think he just hit another, so he's close too.
That's going to be out for number 3. Still 4-0 Apex. Top of the 6th inning. Udo Bonga will line one to Enderman in right field. That's out number 1. Tommy Callahan will be out number 2. That's to the third baseman. No throw
Oh
at
yeah.
first. They probably could have had 2. But doesn't matter, as that will be the end of the inning, as Calvin Ball is at 100 Ks on the season. Chef Gagne will be your second out. Or sorry, no, save. Where did I get second out? Anyways, pass ball will advance Gagne to second as McKinley's up at the dish. That's gonna be in there. That's gonna be a single. Runners at first and third as Gagne will hold up at third. Double
Ooh.
play as Jackson grounds into a double play. Run does score, just not credited as an RBI. As it's now 5-0 Apex going into the 7th inning. Ingram up next, as that's gonna be out number 1 on the ground out. To second, to first out. 2. And a K for Hopkins will bring us to the home half of the 7th inning. Enderman up next to switch hitter. That's going to be over the center fielder's head as Dan can't get to it. It's going to be a double. That one's hard, deep, and over the wall. It's a home run! D. Fernandez, 2-run shot. It's 7-0 Apex. As Harry Callahan will line out to the other Callahan. And that's going to be an out for Thompson. Leon Rosenthal will hit one hard, deep, but caught. It's 7-0 Apex as they are dominating. Boise quickly running out of time here. It's going to be out number 1. And that's going to be out number 2 as Fetty will be out. Ball 4 to Bonga as Takahashi will come in relief and will get the K. Still 7-0 Apex as they will come up to Atom Insurance runs. Ball 4. Hopkins, oh, nice framing job by Hopkins. That should have been an out. Runs at first and third. Pitcher goes second base, but no throw at first. As PKVS will come in, and that'll be the third out of this 8th inning. As Boise needs a miracle to win this one. That's gonna be safe right. Field hit for Ziegler. But that team will go down, swinging 2 away, or 1 away, 2 left, as that's going to be safe. A single for Ingram. T-Rex Dan, the center fielder, will line out 2 away. One more opportunity with Jeff Hopkins, the catcher. He's 0-2, and that will be the ball game. 7-0 Boise Raptors.
How many double plays did we have? I think 1.
I think it was just
Yep.
1. Yeah, just 1 double play from was Nabatit Ziegler to Dinger. For Boise, only 4 hits from Ziegler as well as Ingram. For Indianapolis, we have a 3 RBI game from D. Fernandez. Sam Jr. will take the loss. Ball will take the win. Calvin Ball is your player of the game.
I think that was 10 points, whoever chose 1 that they put down on it. They got 1,700 back.
I mean, I'm sure they'll take it.
Yeah.
Alright, the Rougarous, if you wanted to take this one.
All right. The Rougarous beat the Sloss 8-7. For San Antonio, we have a 2 for 5 day for Littleton with 4 RBIs. And on the New Orleans side, we have 2 RBIs for Gile Bullworm and Boucher. Boucher, maybe?
Boucher, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Wolf takes the loss. Filthy Paldi takes the win. Jumbo the hold. Samedi the save. And Rob Littleton is the player of the game.
Alright, the Pathfinders will beat the Space Rangers 8-2. 4 RBI game from Pete Dawson the third with 2 walks, went 3 for 4 on the day. Lunar based Space Rangers 2 for 3 game from Big Red Rock. 1 for 3 game from Big Red Rocket with 2 RBIs. Winolito will take the win. Paulus the loss. Peter Dawson the third is your player of the game. We skipped the Vandals game. Oops.
Oh. Vandals win 1-0 for Vancouver. 1 for 3 day for Rishikesh with the 1 RBI. And on Seattle side, we have a 2 for 2 day with 2 walks for Arenado. And for the pitchers, we have the loss going to DeVries, the win going to Max Velo, and the save going to Shrub. Player of the game is Ivy DeVries.
Yeah, that was just a rough one. Pitched a complete game, but still got the loss on the 1 earned.
Mm-hmm.
You hate to see it.
No offense.
Nope. Alright, the Sirs will beat the Demons 12-2. For Buffalo, we have a 2 RBI game from Splorger and Tomlin, and a 4 RBI game from Bobrist, as they hit a 2-run blast in the 5th inning to give them 2 of those RBIs. Over on the Detroit side, 2 for 4 game from Leonidas Ruiz. Brigham Irons will take the win, continuing his dominant season. McGill faced a loss. Then Bobrist is your player of the game.
Real quick, for the indie game, who was player of the game? The one we streamed?
Ball.
Ball, okay. All right. OBX loses to Nashville 16-4. For Outer Banks, we have RBIs for Le Swifto Richards, Henry, and Jones. For the Nashville side, we have a 4 for 5 game for Andrews Jr. with 3 runs and 4 RBIs. For the pitching, we have Nansen taking the loss. LeBeau gets the win. De Nunez gets the save. And the player of the game is Hayden Andrews Jr.
The Detroit Scorpions are going to win over the Voyagers 90, as the Voyagers still cannot seem to catch a break. For the New York side, 3 RBI game from B.A. Jr., 2 RBIs from Mosquitoes and Hadari. So the offense was there, just pitching not so much. For Death Valley, 2 RBI game from Lawn Gnomes and Lamborghini, as was Janulus. Keep It Secret will take the loss. Xavier the win and the blown save. Mosquitoes your player of the game.
The Toros beat the Crabs 9-4. For Providence, we have a 2 for 4 game for Bubs with 3 RBIs. For Cancun, we have a 4 for 5 game for Murphy with 2 RBIs. The loss goes to Alessio. The win goes to Cowgill. And the player of the game is Troy Murphy.
And I do just want to point out, Murphy did hit for the cycle.
Oh, nice.
So, down to the minor leagues we go, as the Firehawks will beat the Lemurs 13-8. The California Firehawks. 4 RBI for Quinn Jr. as he went 2 for 3 and a 3 for 5 3 RBI game for Jack. For Louisville, 2 RBIs from Baltz. Heckett we ball, no decision. Season 24 with the win. Season 30, not a safe situation. Crown will take the loss. Quinn Jr. is your player of the game.
Dillos beat the Wheelers 2-1. For Anchorage, we have a 1-for-3 day for Gonzalez with an RBI. For the Dillos, we have RBIs going to Goldberg and Jerome. And the loss goes to Treadwell. The win goes to A. Works. And Willie McDougal is the player of the game.
The state covered Swiss Seeds are going to beat the Botswana 6-4 as they are 27 on the year and in third. For State College, we have a 2-for-4 game with 2 RBIs from DW Dog Maple. For Puerto Rico, 2 RBI game from Breaker. Blonde 345 will take the win. Over trouble with the hold. Jones to save. Van was the loss and the lone save. Otavio is your player of the game.
Mingos beat the Kingpins 4-3. For Florida, we have a 3-for-4 day for Knopf with 2 RBIs. On the Chicago side, we have a 2-for-4 day for Dent. 2 RBIs go to Tejada. For the pitchers, we have the win going to King, hold to Komtowski, and Balls with the save. Corrigan with the loss, and player of the game is Samir Knopf.
And the Bears will walk it off in the 9th inning, 5-4 against the Kansas City Cats. As Eschenbach will hit a run-scoring single to win in bottom of the 9th. For Kansas City, 2-for-4 game for Gnome Child, 2 RBIs, and 2-for-4 game for Warwick as well. For Bruce City, 2 RBI game, 2-for-4 game for Eschenbach, including that game-winning run-scoring single. Martinez will take the loss, Noble the hold, Baba the win and blown save. Pedro Pellegrino, your player of the game. And you wanted to check to see who was the home runs leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's Callahan. Just save the game real quick. That is going to be under statistics, I believe, right?
Statistics. Yeah, yep.
Yep, Harry Callahan is leading with 20 home runs.
Okay.
So. Alright, next day is going to be a quick sim day. I think that's part of my schedule. Yep, quick sim day, and then we have one more stream game. Then we'll find out if you made the All-Star team in just one day. Well, one sim day. Alright, let's quick sim this. As the Voyagers will finally snap their streak with an absolute thrashing 12-1 against the Stars.
How many losses did they have? Like in a row. Seemed like they were losing every game this stream.
Yeah, I think they lost like every game but one this stream. So I think like this was like their one game that they actually won. For Nashville, only 5 hits and the 1 RBI, not even on a hit from Summers. For New York, 3 RBIs, 3-for-5 game from Mosquitoes, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs from Doug as well. The Eagle will take the loss, Go Tank the win. player of the game is going to be Go to Tank.
All right. The Scorpions score 3 in the top of the 10th to beat the Crabs 4-1 for Death Valley. We have a 2 RBI game for Plainview. And on the Providence side, the RBI goes to Johnston. For the pitchers, the loss goes to Melgar and the win goes to Rosas. Player of the game is always a bummus.
Boo, rigged.
Out of the park.
We'll go down to the Vandals against the Tars as Vandals will win 7-6 here in the as 4 runs in 7th was not enough for the Cancun Toros. And I do want to say thank you for rating Escape V 203. Okay, so according to Sports Ghost, New York is 2-4 the sim.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. They're the next ones up too in the prediction. We have Nashville at New York for most walks given up. If anyone wants to get in on the prediction.
All right. With that being said, 2 RBI game for Berlino with 2 for 5. For Vancouver, we have a 4 RBI game, 2 for 4 game from Steven Strange. Pecoro would take the loss. Considerations the win. Shrub the save. Steven Strange, your player of the game.
All right, our next game is the Sloths beating the Serpents 6-4. For Seattle, we have a 2 for 5 game for Reese with 2 RBIs. And on the San Antonio side, we have a 2 for 4 game for Trento with 3 RBIs. And for the pitching, we have, sorry, I was alt tabbed. So for the pitching, we have Cash with the loss, Arya with the win, Long Pipe with the hold, Robo Dibble with the save, and Caden Trancho with the player of the game. And then for all you guys that just came in on the raid, PBE, we put it in chat right there for the links, but PBE is an online league. All of the players are individual people, real people, and managed by real people, and we go through 3 or 4 sims a week.
Yep. It's the creative player sim league. Using Out of the Park Baseball 23. We as Cheeky said, we are a player run league. Every single player in this game is created and updated by a user. Check out the links for our website in the chat, and feel free to stick around as we are getting close to revealing our All-Star Game rosters. The Boise Raptors are going to be the Space Rangers 9-0 shutout win. As it was a 3-hitter. Those 3 hits coming from Rocky Outhouse and a car crash. For Boise, we have a 3 RBI 3-4 game from T-Rex Dan. Sloppy Joe will take the complete game. 6 pitches away from pitching a Maddox, though. So not quite a Maddox, but almost a Maddox. Green will take the loss. Sloppy Joe is the player of the game.
Oh, 21-3, Buffalo Surge beat the Apex. Not sure what happened there.
Holy crap!
So the Apex do only have 7 pitchers. I'm wondering if they were exhausted, and that might have something to do with it. We'll see. But for Indianapolis, we have a RBIs for Fernandez, McKinley, and Cheeky-san. And on the Buffalo side, oh my, everybody got hits. 23 total. Shank had 5 RBIs. Mio had 4. Cadavra had 3. Kelly had 3. Bobrist with 2. That's a lot of hitting there. All right. So for Indianapolis, Bernard gets the loss. And for Buffalo, Whiskey gets the win. And the player of the game is Avada Kedavra.
I just want to point out this run differential right here. This is a ridiculous run differential. 8 in the 7th.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. You're only saying
That's my
that.
team. I don't want to look at that anymore.
I was gonna say you're only saying that because it's your team that lost.
That's right. That's right.
Alright, the Outer Banks Aviators are going to beat the Detroit Demons 4-2 here at home. For Detroit, we have both RBIs coming from Serpo and Biff Slamis. A 3 RBI game went before from Garbanzo, as those came from a 3-run home run in the 6th inning off Strider. Strider will take the loss, Kelly the win, Abasi the hold, Khan the save, Joe Kelly your player of the game.
There was Colby said there was only one home run on the 21's runs that were scored for that game. All right, so we got Rougarous losing to the Pathfinders. Pathfinders walk it off in the bottom of the 10th, 4-1. It was McNeely getting a 3-run home run versus Samedi. For New Orleans, we have 1 RBI coming from Williams on a 1-for-4 day. On the Toronto side, we have a 2-for-4 day for McNeely with a 3-run blast to walk it off there. For the pitchers, we have the loss going to Cove, and a miss gets the win. Player of the game is Joe Random.
I'll take going 4-3 as a reliever.
Yeah, you'll take the dub.
Well, I'm considering that this is like my 3rd or 4th season with the Pathfinders, and I'm like just now actually starting to get good.
Nice. Could have had another earlier. It was kind of a.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed off about that game. I'm still pissed off about that.
Yeah.
That should not have happened.
Other
Alright.
extra innings.
Yep, the Hepcats will win over the Bears here in the 11th inning as they score to the home run, 2-run home run coming from Hoy 4. Hoy 4 with 3 RBIs, including that 2-run home run in the 11th inning to win the game for the Hepcats. Bruce City, 3-for-5 game for Trudecock as well as Levine. Definitely not Kevin Short the hold. T-shirt cutter the blown save. Legacy point the win. Love hammer the loss. Hoy 4 your player of the game.
All right, Lemurs beat the Firehawks 5-0 for California. We got a 2-for-4 game for Bonpensiero, and for Louisville, we have a 1-for-4 4 RBI game for Hoff, and the loss goes to Taco Bell, and Lopez gets the win.
Yeah, looks like that was a home run that Hoff had as well.
Yeah, Cesar Lopez is the player of the game. 7 innings shutout.
Alright, another extra inning win, as we were seeing a lot of them in this quick 7-day, as the Flamingos will win 3-2 with final run coming in the 11th. As Boyce Suchess back again hit a run scoring single to left field to bring in that run. 2-for-6 game with that RBI from Boyce Suchess back again. For Chicago, 3-for-5 game for Dent, 2 RBI game for Tejada as well. Flaps will take the win in relief, Confident to save, Skuma win the loss, Pelikai player of the game.
All right, State College takes this one in another extra innings game, 8-6 over the Ranas for State College. We have 2-for-5 game for Fawn with 4 RBIs, a couple RBIs for Ramirez, and also Blair gets 2 RBIs. For State College, the win goes to Jones. Mantix gets the save, and the player of the game is Green Chilaquil Fan.
And the Dillos will beat the Wheelers 10-2. Hey, look at that. Both our teams won again.
There we go.
For Anchorage, 2-4 game for Steel. For Amarillo, 4 RBI, 2-5 game for Love. Warren Peace will take the loss, Who will take the win, and Man will take the hold. Jordan Love, the player of the game. For those of you who are unaware, Cheeky GMs the Dillos and I GM the Swift Seeds.
Oh, I'm not GM. I'm just former player.
Oh, former player.
Yeah, so I'll just always root for them.
Why did
Them
I
and the
think?
Ranas.
Why did I think that you were the GM of the Dillos?
No.
Okay, well, up to our final sim day of this Saturday evening stream, as we will be going to New York as they play the Nashville Stars. Cheeky, take us through this game.
All right. So we got Sokudo leading it off. P-Dub Woods pitching. Sokudo with a little bloop shot over the second baseman for a leadoff single. Mom Spooner coming up. On fire. Still on fire with a double into right center. Runner's going to hold at third, though. Leading it off with 2 hits right there. It's a pretty good start. And a walk goes to Eucliffe. P-Dub Woods in trouble in the top of the first. There's a swing strikeout on Cove. Valor Jr. with a line shot down the line on the third base side. That's going to score 1, 2, possibly 3. That's a bases clearing double for Valor Jr. It's now 3-0 in the top of the first. Got 1 out, and Andrews Jr. singles into center field. The runner holds at third. We have first and third with 1 out, and there's a ground ball to the shortstop. He does not turn 2. He goes 1, and they're going to score another run. DeVille with the ground ball to short. And Hunter goes down looking. 4-0 Nashville over New York in the top of the first. Rough start for P-Dub. All right, Teggy leads it off. Pitching is Zach Mulder. Ground ball to second baseman for the first out. Otage with the line drive to center and the diving play by Mom Spooner for out number 2. And BD Jr. bloops one in front of the center fielder for the first hit for New York. BD Jr. is going to steal second. Trying to create something here for New York. There's a high fly ball to center field, and it is caught by the center fielder. So that is it for the first inning, 4-0 Nashville. Ground ball from Summers to the first baseman for the first out. So Kudo strikes out. That's number 2 for Woods. Mom Spooner comes up again. Oh, a fly ball to right field. That'll be out number 3. Mom Spooner goes 1, 2. Pitcher goes 1, 2, 3 in that inning. Payne pops out into left field. Hadari up to bat, strikes out. Doug, the second baseman. High fly ball, center field. That'll be out number 3, and we go to the third inning. P-Dub gets a ground ball to third from Eucliffe, and that'll be out number 1. There's a line drive into left center that's going to roll all the way to the wall for Cove. That'll be a double to 1 out, man on second. Valor Jr. up. He hits one deep to right. That one's out of here. That's a home run for Valor Jr. I think he has 5 RBIs already. Nashville's up 6-0. Andrews Jr. comes up to bat and he hits a line drive into right. That's going to get down for a single. DeVille with the ground ball to first. He gets the lead runner at second, but they're not able to turn two. Hunter comes up to bat and takes a walk. We got first and second, 2 outs. Taylor Adkins is pitching, and he'll get the ground ball to third base for the second out from Summers. Tomato the second goes down on the strikeout. Summer Dog with the blooper to the shortstop. And Teggy with the ground ball to the shortstop. And that is out number 3. We go to the top of the fourth. Nashville up 6-0. Leadoff hitter Sakudo goes down swinging. Adkins with his first strikeout. And Adkins with his second strikeout on Mom Spooner. Eucliffe comes up to bat. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Got him. Eucliffe out at first. That is the end of the inning. 1, 2, 3. Going to the bottom of the fourth. Otage with the ground ball. The little bobble. I don't know if that's an error. Yep, 6th error for the shortstop there. And he tries to steal and gets gunned down. Salcudo guns him down. Arm too strong. Don't steal on him. Beatty Jr. strikes out. Skatos with a deep drive. Oh, what a play by the right fielder. That's Cove out there with the sliding catch to end the inning. To lead it off is the player who just made that play, Cove with a walk. Ballard Jr. strikes out. Andrews Jr., the left fielder, comes up to bat and hits a high fly ball to left field. That'll be out number 2. Man on first for DeVille. Ground ball to the second baseman, and that's out number 3. That was Andrew Leut as the relief pitcher. Ryan Payne takes a walk. Zach Mulder's the starter, still in, gives up a single into right to Hadari, and they have first and third, no outs. Looks like the sun is setting and the bases are loaded. Doug takes a walk. Tomato the second with the line drive to center. Runner is going to tag. He's safe. New York is on the board. They got to chip away at this lead, though. It's already the bottom of the 5th. And DeVille strikes out and Hunter grounds out. Oh, wait. Teggy grounds out. Sorry. Otage. No. Hunter. Hunter with the line drive into the left. And that's a single. Summers strikes out. Sokudo with the pop up into left. That'll be out number 2. Mom Spooner comes up to bat, still on fire. Hitting 349 this season, hits one down the third base line. He's going to advance the runner to third. He's going to go home. He goes home, and that's a triple for Mom Spooner. Scores a run. It's 7-1 now. Little insurance. Oh, no. In the dirt, past the catcher. Wild pitch, scores another run. It's 8-1. Andu Levoot gets her second strikeout, or his second strikeout. Otage grounds out. Beatty Jr. with the ground ball to first for the second out. Skatos with the ground ball to third for the third out. And that'll do it for the 6th inning. We go to the top of the 7th with Cove leading it off. Cove goes down looking. Ballard Jr. in Fuego hits one deep to left center. Not deep enough, though. That'll be a pop out to the left fielder. Andrews Jr. takes a walk. And DeVille goes down looking. That'll do it for the top of the 7th. Nashville still up 8-1. Payne takes a walk. Zach Mulder's still in the game. There's a line drive from Hadari to the center fielder. That'll get down for a single. First and second, no outs. So ground ball to second baseman. They're going to turn 2 on that one. Doug grounds into the double play. And that'll be strike 3 to end the inning on Tomato the second. Mulder with his 5th strikeout, and he is through 7 innings. Hunter with a line drive to center. That'll get down for the leadoff single. Nashville looking to add more. Summers strikes out. Leadoff hitter Sakudo, who is now cold. It's a high fly ball to center field. It's not deep enough. Runner holds at first. That's 2 outs. And did they just pick him off at first? Yep, they picked him off at first. That was keep a secret with the pickoff on I think it was Hunter at first base. Dog up to bat. New York needs to get something going here. He grounds out to second. Teggy pop up to shortstop for the second out up the bottom of the eighth inning, down by 7 runs. There's a rip down the line, third baseline. It's going to go to the wall, and that'll be an easy double for Otaj. Edie Jr. comes up to bat, hitting .313 this year with 8 home runs. Let's make that 9. Edie Jr. adds 2 more for New York, trying to chip away at that lead from Nashville. It's now 8-3, and we have Skatos coming up. And that was Kenny Nunez with in the relief that gave up the home run. He gets a ground ball to end the inning. We go to the top of the ninth. Keep a secret still in. Eucliffe up to bat after Mom Spooner strikes out. Eucliffe gets a single. Cove loops one into center field. Be first and second with 1 out. Ballard Jr. still on fire. Ground ball to the second baseman. It gets through. I don't know if that's an error. I think that might be a hit. You can check me on that though. Ooh, diving play by the right fielder. That was Beatty Jr. in right field with the diving play to save some runs, but then they walk one in. It's now 9-3. There's a high fly ball deep to center field from Hunter, but warning track power hit the weight room, son. Did not get the grand slam there. Payne strikes out. This is New York's last chance here in the bottom of the ninth. Adari with the ground out to third, and there's a line drive. That's going to one hop the wall. Doug's going to be on second. Trying to stay alive here with Tomato the second coming up, batting under 200 this season. Ground ball to the first baseman, and that'll do it. Game over. Nashville takes this one 9-3. 9-3. And for Nashville, we have Valor Jr. He didn't have 6 RBIs, but he had 5, 3 for 5 day and 2 runs. And on the New York side, we had a 2 for 4 day for BD Jr. with 2 RBIs. And for the pitchers, we have on the Nashville side, Mulder goes 7 innings, gives up 1 run for the win, and Woods gets the loss. And the player of the game is Vidal Valor Jr. All right. We have the Sloths and the Sea Serpents. The Sloths win this one 13-4. For Seattle, 3 for 4 day for War Smoke with 3 RBIs.
I
Sorry.
did not realize I was still muted. I was doing the box score and then didn't realize I was still muted.
Yeah, all good.
But 13-4 loss to Seattle cannot seem to catch a break. Seattle batting score. We have a 3 RBI game for War Smoke, 3 for 4 on the day. San Antonio, a 3 RBI game with 2 for 4 performance from Cal.
And then can we go back after this box score to check the walks?
Yeah. McQueen will take the loss. Tatum will take the win. Player of the game is going to be Commander Warsmoke. Let's go back to the Nashville game. Let's go to the box score. You said you wanted to know the walks, right?
Yeah, for the prediction. So 3 for Nashville, and it was a lot more for New York.
3, 4, 5 for New York. So, 8 total walks.
Oh, was it an over-under?
I don't know if it was an over-under. But let me just update the ticker for, just the sake of, consistency. There's the word I'm looking for, consistency. Couldn't think of the word for a minute there. Alright, the ticker has been updated. Alright, we just did the San Antonio Seattle one. Let's go over to the Scorpions and Crabs.
All right, so we have Death Valley beating the Providence 10-2. For Death Valley, we have a 3-for-5 game for Gnomes with 4 RBIs, 3-for-4 game for Lamborghini with 3 RBIs. On the Providence side, only RBI goes to Dinker. For the pitchers, we have the loss going to Cruiser, and the win goes to Pruitt. So the player of the game is Lon Gnomes.
Okay, the Outer Banks Aviators going to beat the Detroit Demons 9-5. For Detroit, we have a 2-4 game from Dollarson and Revan Shan, as well as 2-4 from Slamus. Over on the Outer Banks side, Arya Harper with an RBI, 3 hits and 5 at bats, and a 2 RBI game from Jones. Mulligan will take the loss, Jones the win, Porter the save. Arya Harper is your player of the game.
Ooh, in a close one, the Apex take this one 5-4. The Surge tried to surge back in the bottom of the ninth, but it was not enough. For Indianapolis, we have a 3-for-5 day for Thompson with 2 RBIs, and for Callahan, 2-for-4 day with 2 RBIs. On the Buffalo side, we have a 2-for-4 day for Cadabra, 2 RBIs for Splorger. Did Callahan get another home run? No, it was Thompson. Okay. For the pitchers, we have Chicken getting the win in 7 innings. McFlourish with the save, his 11th of the season. Toll Trade gets the loss, and player of the game is Calm Chicken.
Alright, the Raptors are going to beat the Space Rangers in a close one, 1-0, as Feminine Nomelon will strike out 11.
For
As
Space Rangers.
the Boise Raptors, 1 run is all they needed in that first inning to win this one. Lunar Base, only 2 hits, 3 hits, only 2 of those coming from Barry Allen. For Boise, that 1 RBI coming from Tommy Callahan on a home run in the first inning. Lawrencefield will take the loss, Feminine Nomnon will take the win, steal the save, and Feminine Nomnon is your player of the game.
Phenomenon. That name.
It's like
All
trying to
right.
say, it's like a scene in Finding Nemo where Nemo is trying to say anemone.
Yeah. Phenomenon. All right. Rougarous win this one 6-2. For New Orleans, we have our 2-for-3 day for Honk Shu, who was recently traded to New Orleans, 3 RBIs. Toronto, we have a 2-for-4 day for McNeely, 2 RBIs go to Bambino. And for the pitchers, we have Eshelman Jr. with the win, Bill DiPaldi with the hold, and Benico takes the loss. And the player of the game is Brian Eshelman Jr.
Alright. The Toros will beat the Vandals 16-8 in a really impressive showing for the Toros. For Cancun, 4 RBIs, 3-4 game from Feka Ohio. That's Hiccup's player. Vancouver, 2 RBI game, 2-for-4 performance from Steven Strange. Fielder will take the win, Beans will take the loss. Ohio Cal, your player of the game. Down to the minor leagues. The Seacoast Swift Seeds will beat the Rana 7-4 as Dogby will go 5-for-5 with an RBI. For Puerto Rico, 2 RBI game, 2-for performance from So. Ramirez will take the win, Infinity the save. Barry will take the loss. That's Jerry Barry, not Harry Barry. DW Dogme Boys, your player of the game, and he ties the State College Swift Seed regular season game record for hits with 5.
All right. Mingos beat the Kingpins 8-5 for Florida. We have a 3-for-5 game for Hawkins with a couple RBIs, 3-for-5 game for Sabor with a couple RBIs, and on the Chicago side, a 2-for-4 game for Summers with a couple of RBIs and a couple runs. For the pitchers, the loss goes to Ringy, and Mocker gets the win. Otero gets the hold, and Komtowski gets the save. Player of the game is Jim Hawkins.
The Wheelers are going to beat the Dillos 5-4. For Anchorage, 4 RBIs in a 2-for-5 game come from Warrior King. For Amarillo de Armadillos, 3-for-5 game from Jordan Love. Is Tampering will get the blown save, Treadwell will get the win, Rothschild will get the save, Bread will take the loss. Doc Holiday, your player of the game.
I think it would be De Los de Amarillo. All right. So Bears beat the Hepcats 6-2 for Kansas City. We have a 1-for-4 game for Lincoln Mercury with an RBI and 2-for-4 for Quake with an RBI. On the Brew City side, we got a 2-for-4 day for Eschenboat with 3 RBIs, 2 runs, 2-for-5 for Misture, 2-for-4 for Angle, 2 RBIs. And for the pitchers, we have the loss going to Stover, the win going to Budweiser in relief, and the player of the game is Patrick Eschenball.
Alright, and finally the Firehawks are going to shut out the Lemurs 5-0. For California, 3 RBI game from Bradley Williman Jr. 6 hits for Louisville, but can't push across any runs. Felix the fourth will take the win. Khan will take the loss. Felix the fourth is your player of the game. And with that, we will skip ahead to the 1st of July, as that is when the All-Star rosters will be announced in the sim.
How do we do this? You want to do one league, I'll do the other,
I literally just like
or just show it?
just show it and then I screenshot it and post it in game day.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
literally all that I do.
Nice.
And with that, the roster should be announced. I just gotta remember how to actually get to the All Stars.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind kind of looking at the rosters and checking some of their stats
Yeah,
for the All-Stars.
well, I'm just trying to remember like actually how to. It's give me an announcements. I bet. So manager's office. It's gonna be in the announcements. Alright, so here is PBE. I'll screenshot that.
Ooh, I think you might have missed the DH on that one.
Screenshot that. Is there actually a way?
That's Legends Conference.
Yeah, this is Legends. I'm trying to see if there's a way to get rid of this over on the side, but don't think I'm able to.
I could screenshot it for you.
Oh, I got it.
Just get the roster.
Yep, I got it. I'm just using my Windows capture instead of the in-game capture.
You ever try ShareX?
No, I have not.
It's pretty nice. It makes the Imgur link for you and everything.
Oh, nice. So that's for the majors. The minors.
Wait, so that was just Legends, right?
That was
What about,
Legends and Champions.
Oh, it was both?
It was both, yep. Let me get the West in. And with that, you have your all-star rosters announced. These will be up in game day in the official PvE Discord server. So don't oops, missed one. So don't feel like if you miss it you are out of luck because these will be in the PvE Discord server. It's not capturing everything. There we go. With that, I'm going to upload this file. While I do that, we can do a little hashtag Ask the Booth. If you have any questions for me or Cheeky, feel free to ask them while I upload the file.
I have a question for you.
What's the question?
Did you get a new mic?
I got a new headset, yes. Well,
Okay. It sounds way better than I think last time I streamed with you.
yeah, it's a lot better. I went and splurged, I think it was 150 on an actual headset.
That's not bad.
So, instead of using just my webcam mic.
Yeah, way better quality.
Oh, yeah. So, you can thank Nas for that. It's the setup that he uses.
Okay, nice. I went super splurge about a year ago and bought a Maxwell wireless headset.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this one it is wired, so
Yeah, I like the wireless. Can go to my kitchen, still be on mic, grab a drink, whatever. It's nice.
yeah.
What are next week's stream times?
Yeah,
Thanks in
I'll
advance.
pull that up. The All Star game is gonna be, well, actually, first it's gonna be the Home Run Derby on Monday. I'm pulling up the schedule right now. Give me just one moment.
I think I might be on both of those with Hakup.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up right now. The Home Run Derby is gonna be, yep, you and Jacob on uh,
Possibly.
um Monday is gonna be the Home Run Derby at 7 p.m. with Jacob streaming, and then Cheeky possibly co-hosting. Same for the All Star games on Tuesday. Wednesday for a Wednesday night baseball, you have Don Marcus and Knifey Man. For Thursday, for day 3 of week 3, T-Dens and Bazooka Joe in the morning at 11 o'clock for us, for our European viewers. And day 4 is at 2 p.m. with Hiccup and Leverneck Mike. That is
And then
for that week.
we have a request for a standings check once you're done doing the file upload.
Sure thing, I can certainly do a standings check after the file uploads.
I wouldn't mind looking at the All Star again, too. I don't know how long you're staying on or if you have time. I know you're tired.
Yep, at between 5 and 5:30 in the morning for a, because I start at 6:30 but I need to leave at 6 because it's like a 25-minute walk.
I got you beat. I have to wake up at 4 because I have to be there at 5:30 to clock in, and it's almost an hour drive.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shave off about 5 minutes by cutting through the alleyway that's right across the parking lot from where I live. So that shaves off
Little.
about 5 minutes of my walk.
Is it still dark?
It was somewhat dark this morning, but it was also, but it was light out, so it like wasn't like dawn yet because it was like 6 in the morning when I left.
Sounds a
Um,
little sketchy.
so, but it's literally like right between a veteran center and State Farm, and there is literally like no foot traffic through there at all.
Okay.
So there's no foot traffic.
At least you can walk to work. That's cool.
Yeah.
Be at work at 9 a.m., 10-minute drive through, zero traffic. Must be nice. Next person's gonna say, "Yeah, I work from home."
I'm sorry, Duke, but unless you work first shift at a hospital at 6:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock is not early at all. 9 o'clock is actually what I would love. But working in a hospital, I don't get that choice. Has the ticker not updated this entire time? I'm just looking at it now. I don't think it's updated this entire time that I've been typing in the ticker.
To be honest, I don't really look at the ticker. So, did your player make the All-Star team?
I did not see it. I did not see my player
See,
on there, unfortunately.
uh,
But yeah, been having a really good season, but don't think I made the All Star game.
I kind of doubt I made it too, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's just hard as a reliever to make the All Star game because there's only like 3 or 4 slots for a reliever
Uh, huh.
on the All Star roster.
Yeah, I agree. MJ. Ticker should scroll right to left instead of left to right.
Yeah, I know. I need to fix that. In fact, I think I should be able to fix that right now, actually, in OBS.
Steve Duke with his first All-Star game. Nice. Congratulations. Anyone else in chat make All-Star team? With 3 other shortstops. Nice, nice. Abe Ghosty with the Lemurs, first selection. Nice, congrats. What is the ticker doing? I don't know. Looks, did it update? Oh, there we go. It just reversed.
So,
Yeah, that looks good. Wonder why Nashville and New York is like on the second line.
it's the way that my notepad is. It's the way it's reading off of the notepad file because it reads off of notepad.
Yeah, is the so the ticker switched directions. Is the stream gonna start going in reverse now?
No, it's not gonna go in reverse. Okay, but it looks like the file's been uploaded. So we'll do a standings check. Do we want both majors and minors or just majors for standings?
We can do both.
Alright. Here's the regular season for Legends and Champions over here. We have Surge and Aviators tied for first with New York
31.
and third with 22-32 record. And the Crabs at 19 and 35. For Legends, we have the Vandals up
So
in front.
if playoffs were today, it would be Surge, Aviators, Vandals, Sloths, possibly Raptors. I guess Sloths.
Yeah, and then if it ended today, this would be your wild card. Wild card game would be between the Sloths and the Raptors
Mm.
for your Legends wild card game. For the Champions East, if the season ended today, would be the Stars, the Scorpions for your division leaders, and then the Toros and the Rougarous go up in the wild card game. Down to the minors for the minor league standings. If the season ended today, the wild card game would be between so division leaders would be the Hepcats and the Mingos. So they get a bye for the first round. Then it
Wait,
would
what
be
about Dillos? Oh, because they're in second in the division.
yeah. So the Hepcats and the Mingos would have a bye in the first round. The Dillos would play in a wild card game against the Lemurs. Um,
What about
so
the Bears?
the Bears are okay. So the Dillos would play the Bears, looks like, in the wild card game, and then the Lemurs would play the Swift Seeds. So it would be Bears, Mingos, and then I believe no. So
Oh, divisions don't matter in minors.
yeah. So but they don't. But anyways, it would be the Dillos going up against the Bears, and then the Lemurs taking on the Swift Seeds. So hey,
Pretty close.
State College, if season ended today, would make the playoffs with a 500 record.
Yeah. So the Ranas, they got 14 wins. Let's see what Lunar Base has in the majors.
I know they aren't doing too hot. Lunar Base has 13 wins. That's the worst record out of the entire PBE, both majors and minors.
I wonder if the worst team in the majors played the best team in the minors, what would happen?
Don't know. That I do not know. But anyways, let me update the index real quick. And get that going.
Can you pull up the All-Star lineup or rosters one more time?
Yeah. You have to go all the way back up.
So Harper got top hitter in Legends in June. Batter of the Month trophy to Murphy. Nominon collects the Legends Pitching Award. Indianapolis starter named Champions Best Pitcher. What else we got? Hunter heads the rookie class. Lincoln Mercury wins Minors Best Bat. Minor League PBE announces June's top pitcher. Okay. I want to see if I slid in there at shortstop.
You are um
Champions.
champions. Yep, shortstop.
There's no shortstop.
Surprisingly, shortstop was not selected.
What?
No, no shortstops were selected. What the actual? What?
What? How do you feel the who's playing shortstop for the All-Star game? What?
That's a good question. Who is going to be playing shortstop for the All Star game for the Champions All Stars?
Jazzy Thompson, DH at shortstop. 20 range. Let's get it.
Okay. I've never had an All Star game where there is an open spot on the roster.
Yeah, it's interesting how I wonder how they do I guess it's just based off batting stats or something. I don't know.
It's technically voted
Oh,
by
middle infielder is the slot. I see.
so, but yeah, it's quote
So
unquote.
two second basemen.
Yeah. What the heck?
Compete Deathridge or Reeves. It's technically voted on what? Sorry.
It's technically voted by InSim fans.
Huh.
So much like the actual All Star game in the MLB, it's up to what the fans like about the player.
So it's a popularity contest.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't really like that for the major for like MLB as well.
Yeah, because there's like a fan selection, then there's an actual players selection where
Yeah.
the players will say who they want in the All Star game.
I feel some players get snubbed because other players are more popular, even though, the snubbed one deserved it.
Yeah.
But, well, in MLB, I guess it determines home field advantage, right? The All-Star game.
No, actually, I believe they stopped that.
Oh,
Oh, in
so there's no point to it.
21. Yeah, I think it was like 21 they stopped that. So there's literally like no point to the All Star game.
Ah, it's with all sports that they have like an issue with All-Star games.
And well, anyways, the file is uploading now for the index. So I will end the stream here. Thank you everyone for um.
Watching?
Well, I was reading the chat. Okay, KP is just confirming um what I was talking about. But thanks everyone for watching, and make sure to tune in for the Home Run Derby Monday at 7 p.m. with Jacob and possibly Cheeky.
Possibly. Oh yeah, let's see if there's anyone to raid.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can actually.
There's Ripley the Oriole is on for OOTP. Oh, out of the park development. The official is on as
Oh,
well.
oh, are they
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they just started 3 minutes ago.
should we do out of the park developments or should we do Ripley? I'll let
Probably
chat
Ripley
just.
because the official's going to get viewers anyways.
Okay. Let's see if I can actually do this right. What was the channel name?
Uh Ripley the Oriole. And then Cavicom is on too, but he's on MLB The Show 25.
See you guys then.